The condition and type of tire you put on your vehicle has a huge impact on fuel economy, safety, performance, and longevity. Now today I'm joined by two experts who really know the nitty-gritty about where the rubber meets the road. Eric, you're with Tire Rack. You guys test all sorts of tires. And Scott, you're a research engineer who actually studied the effects of tire friction on fuel economy. So what did you find?
Well, that's right. So tire friction or rolling resistance really just describes how much energy it takes for your tire to roll down the road on your car. And it turns out that that's actually a function of the tread depth on the car. So as your tire wears and your tread gets thinner, rolling resistance actually goes down and EV range actually goes up. But it happens gradually, so many drivers might not notice it.
Yeah, we have found that customers that put the exact same tire on their vehicle when it's worn versus when it's brand new, they notice a dramatic or a noticeable difference between their range before and after. When we've done testing, it's about a 9% difference between worn versus new.
So we hear the term low rolling resistance tires with hybrids, EVs. Is there an actual definition of what a low rolling resistance tire is?
No, there's not an objective test in the United States yet, although it is being worked on. When a manufacturer describes a tire as low rolling resistance, it's really just them differentiating their efficient tire from other tires in their product line that have a different focus, like performance.
Now this Solterra behind us is a full battery electric, and Eric, you brought 6 tires that could fit on it. Can you kind of just give me the rundown of what you have here?
Absolutely. So the first product we have here from Bridgestone was the original tires that were designed and engineered specifically for the Solterra. So basically the vehicle manufacturer dictates to the tire manufacturer what kind of attributes they want that tire to give to the vehicle. And of course rolling resistance and range is a top priority because they want to be able to advertise the longest range possible. When we move over to this hand-cooked product, this is designed specifically for electric vehicles overall, but not specific to the Solterra, so it might fit multiple vehicles that are electric. When you do that, they might add other characteristics to the tire to make it maybe do better in longevity or maybe better in wet track.
I see some foam lining. Is that just standard for EV tires?
Greg, I'm glad you asked about that. The foam inside that tire is designed to absorb the noise in the cavity of the tire so it doesn't emit back into the passenger compartment of the vehicle.
Okay. Now I know this tread depth. We have all-weather tires, we have full-on snow tires, winter tires here, and then we have some all-terrain tires up front. I mean, what does that do? I imagine these all add a lot of friction when driving.
Well, that's right. Anytime you need more traction or more friction, you're going to have to trade off something to get it, and that usually is efficiency.
Right. Well, obviously that's what this person decided to do. We have a Wrangler 4xe, which is a plug-in hybrid, and they went with big wheels, oversized tires. I mean, what do you guys think about that?
Well, it looks pretty cool, doesn't it? But when it comes to efficiency and rolling resistance, that is not the right formula. This is a bigger, heavier unit with bigger tread blocks, and it's going to create more friction. If you look at the side of the vehicle, the tires are actually protruded out away from the fender flares, which is going to increase wind resistance. So all that's going to add up to a noticeable difference in electric range of this plug-in hybrid that this consumer is going to notice, and probably going to affect their overall total fuel efficiency.
So this Solterra is actually mine, and when I eventually go to buy tires, what kind of things should I be thinking about?
Well, ideally, if you bought the OEM tire, that would give you back the same characteristics that the vehicle manufacturer intended. But if you live in an area where you need all-weather tires or even out-and-out snow tires for the winter, you may need to pick one of those others that Eric brought. But you should be prepared to give up some efficiency and some range for it.
Well, I do have more driving to do on it, but I really appreciate you guys giving me some insight on what I should be thinking about when I eventually do go to buy tires.
Thank you.
Thanks, Greg.
The MotorWeek app, which includes our latest reviews and feature stories, is now available for mobile devices.